Item is one of those things that is preventative. It's from Advocate speaking. It's the wrist blood pressure monitor. $31.40. Your easy pay on this, $7.85. Item number V46456. I think about blood pressure because what's the first thing they do typically when you go to a doctor's office for a checkup? They always check your blood pressure. And it can be an indicator of some other issues. Well, why not be able to have that at home, right? A lot of times you might go to a drugstore or something and they have those machines there. You don't know who's been in those machines. Again, I'm always thinking about sanitary reasons. So this is something that you go, you know what? Let me have this at home and that way I can do it myself. What a smarter solution. So I'm gonna bring back Denise Repko, who's our home and wellness, health and wellness expert to talk about this. Hey, Denise.
Almost half of American adults have high blood pressure and don't even know it.
Wow.
So if you have been diagnosed with high blood pressure, it's essential to test every single day. When women turn 65, they are the higher culprit of high blood pressure. And as we age, our blood vessels lose their elasticity. We can't see that, but that could be a contributing factor to high blood pressure. That, your age, your diet, your heredity, your stress level. But the point is our cars, our cell phones have more diagnostics to say what's going on in your body than our bodies do with them. So this can be your own advocate to know what's going on. Systolic, diastolic, your pulse, your heart rate, the date, the time stamp, and it's backlit in red, green, or yellow, or it speaks to you, if you like, through the entire process. So it's a phenomenal, easy way to be on top of your blood pressure.
It's super easy.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for taking that too. And you know what, for putting it on correctly, because I did blow up this little display board here to show you the proper way to do it. Because oftentimes people get this home and they put it on like a wristwatch. And that's the opposite way. You're supposed to put it on like Monifa did there. The numbers are big. The display
and they
is
just read
big.
them all off to me too. I don't know if you heard that talking, but they literally just read everything off to me. That's why I was trying to be quiet while Denise was talking. So you can see, you literally just put it on, you put it on nice and snug, you hit the button and let it go.
Yeah,
that's it.
And you don't even have to interpret what those numbers mean. If it's green, that means it's a normal or good reading. If it's yellow or amber, that's pre-hypertension. And if it's a red backlit number, that's hypertension. You need to get in touch with your medical professionals. But the point is you or I don't have to be a medical professional to read this. And there is something called white coat syndrome, that when you go to the doctor's office, just the stress and the anxiety and life and parking and traffic and making sure you're on time to get there, you'll get there and odds are you can blow an inaccurate reading. This stores 90 readings. So you can take this to your doctor and scroll through all of your readings. So on any given day, time, or date in the last 90 days, your doctor can see, okay, I see you're a little elevated here. What was going on? Now, you do need to follow the same protocol you would when you get to the doctor's office. You have to sit quietly, give yourself a few minutes before you take that reading, uncross your legs, and don't speak.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you don't want this to speak, you go into your settings and you can change it, or it can speak to you in Spanish or English. And the batteries are included, which, instant gratification.
Cute carrying case, which I love.
And that adds to help you actually give a reading, because it likes you to hold the monitor at approximately heart's level while you're taking the reading. The reading process takes about 40 seconds, and you relax your hand. It'll speak to you the entire time, tell you what it's doing, be backlit, big numbers, and interpret them for you. So it doesn't get any easier.
On top of that, I love that you have that here. So again, it's kind of a double duty. This is great. So, if you're a person who has hypertension or you just need to take track and keep track of your blood pressure, this is a really good way to do it. I know, I just think of preventative. A lot of the times, let's say you're feeling some kind of way. The first thing they're gonna do when you go to the doctor's office is take your blood temperature.
Absolutely.
Like that's the first thing. So it could be an indicator to you something's off, right? That you can do at home. You can go, wait a minute, something's off. Let me just take my blood pressure, because that's usually an indicator that you might need to go to the doctor. So it's nice that you actually have a tool like this at your fingertips at home that you can do. You don't have to drive anywhere. You don't have to go to the, the drugstore and use that machine. Nope, you can do it from the comfort of your own home, and then you can determine whether you need to take next steps. So that's the really good thing about being able to have one of these at home, because to me, I just think of it being being as like you know how we have thermometers where we're taking our temperatures. I would have one of these too.
Yep, or a bathroom scale.
Yeah.
And both my parents have high blood pressure, so they do test every single day at the recommendation of their doctor. They both take meds for high blood pressure. So it's important. And some things, we had a scare over Thanksgiving. My dad was running a little bit of a cold, had the sniffles and you know, scratchy throat. So he took some cold medicine. It was contraindicative. He had a contraindicative interaction with his meds and his blood pressure. He was not supposed to take cold medicine, so we were monitoring.
So his blood pressure probably spiked or dropped or something out of whack.
Absolutely did. So we were glad we had this, and we were in touch with our doctors, and we figured out what was happening. But this tool gave us that critical information that whether or not we were going to have to take him immediately to the hospital, but we were able to figure it all, and we knew it wasn't a guessing game. It was like, okay, it's definitely a blood pressure.
Right.
We need to talk to the doctor. So. But it can be something like medicines, or maybe the medicines you're currently taking need to be, you know, altered or tweaked a bit, or your diet needs to be altered. Maybe you need to exercise more. There's so many variables that go into blood pressure. But the point being is you can't look at somebody and say,
definitely can't.
Yeah, I think the blood pressure is high. So
you'd be surprised. I was actually just scrolling through Instagram and saw this guy who looks very, very healthy, muscular. He's a diabetic. He actually is an insulin-taking diabetic, so he has to check his all the time. You never would have thought it by looking at him. So you don't want to just get into a situation where you're unprepared. You just add this to your first aid kit, just like you have your thermometers and all of those things. You just want to add this in there to it as well, because it's just something that you want to hopefully not need, but when you do need it, you have it at your fingertips. And you're saving over $9.30 off. So really good time to get these while we have them, because if we don't have them anymore, I'm not sure when we're going to get them back in. There is no color choice. This is the only color choice. So really easy to get home. Over 100 of them picked up so far. Your easy pay is $7.85, and it's super easy. So I'm going to let Denise talk us through it since we still have a couple more minutes, and I'm going to do my blood pressure again so you can just see how easy this is.
Yeah, and the good thing is, too, there's a little diagram on the monitor itself that shows you the proper way to put it on. It also comes with this little card here in the box, which I've blown up, that shows you how to put it on. And then I want you to follow that proper protocol, which is give yourself about a 5-minute rest before you take your blood pressure. Uncross your legs, sit quietly, don't talk, and it likes you to elevate your monitor to about heart's level while you're taking it. Keep your hand very relaxed while you have it on. And then all you have to do is push one button. So you'll push that power button. I have mine on silent, but it will talk you through the process of taking the systolic, diastolic, give you that heart rate, give you that time stamp, give you all of that information. It'll even let you know when your batteries are going low. So it's just one of those things that and that's because you've been talking, Monifa.
It is because I've been talking, and I'm excited.
You really do have to follow a protocol of just sitting and relaxing, because things happen in our bodies and things hype us up or get us going.
I'm always hyped when I'm on TV, so I was actually surprised that that other one came out low. My energy is always up, so that's not surprising to me.
Yeah, and the normal reading for me might be different. Your numbers might be different, because I do tend to run low. But as soon as I come on
That's because you're healthy. I know what that's about, because mine used to run low too when I used to do my fitness competitions. But it is true, like you just said, as soon as you start, getting excited and we're on live TV talking to you great people at home, our energy goes up. So
absolutely,
I get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But this is just, again, it's a tool. It stores your 90 readings. Take it to the doctor's office. Regulate yourself. Try to take your blood pressure around the same time every day. Again, before you've had coffee, not right after exercise. So, use again, your good common sense when you're taking it, and always take it maybe 2 or 3 times, to get that average. But it'll be backlit, so it doesn't have to be interpreted by you or I. This interprets it for you, either green, yellow, or red. The numbers are big. It stores them. The batteries are included. It comes with that carry case. So it really is one push button easy.
This is great. So if you've got a trip planned and you're going somewhere, you want to be able to take this with you, you can totally take it in this little travel case. I think it's adorable. Look at that. Now you just take this with you, and you can go on your flights or go on your cruises. And I mean, super easy to have. And that's what it's about. You just want the information. You don't ever want to be caught without it. You just want the information. So I think of it, again, like I would have a thermometer. This is something that I would have too. So if you're a person and you have those, you need to take your blood pressure on a daily, this is going to serve you really well. If you're a person that just wants to have it because you want to put it as a part of your first aid kit, get this home and don't wait. It's been very popular. This easy pay of $7.85 makes it really easy to get home. And again, you just want to take that worry off. I would rather you have this and not need it than need it and now you're rushing to get to somewhere to use one. So that's what it's about when you get this one home, Denise. All right, last thoughts about this one?
Yeah, just be your own best advocate. You know, if you have high blood pressure, nearly half of American adults have it and don't know it. And that's where you get caught up and it can be so dangerous. So be your own best advocate. Your cell phone, your car tells you when you're low on gas, when your tire pressure is low. Our bodies don't have a warning sign.
That's right.
Use this.
So good. $7.85 is your easy pay. It's $31.40 for your Advocate Speaking Wrist Blood Pressure Monitor, item number V46456. Thank you so much, Denise. Always good to see you.
My friend.
Now you can have some dinner.
And